Through the ages, few sneakers have left such a unique legacy in the history of urban footwear and skateboarding culture: Vans. It all began when two brothers had a dream to create sneakers that seemed simple, but turned out to be extraordinary. From a humble beginning, they continued to develop new styles and establish themselves around the world. Vans was founded in Anaheim, California. Its founders were brothers Paul and Jim Van Doren, the children of an inventor and a seamstress. Paul dropped out of school at the age of 14 to work in a shoe factory. So far, nothing out of the ordinary. Until he suddenly came up with the idea of creating a new kind of shoe, something lightweight that didn't slip and had traction on all surfaces. Paul's idea was to create a modern silhouette inspired by the Converse Chuck Taylor. Thus was born the first Vans 44, now better known as the Vans Authentic. Then came the store. The idea for the store was his brother Jim's, and he took care of both production and sales. The slogan? Something simple and beautiful. Canvas shoes for the whole family, to be exact. During those times, a new culture was also taking off: the skateboarding culture with Van shoes. If you look closely at the brand's logo, you'll see the phrase "off the wall" written there. But have you ever wondered where it came from? Well, it actually originated from that emerging counterculture. The phrase was coined in the 1970s by skaters trying out new tricks in empty swimming pools. As they performed their stunts while separating their skateboard from the walls, the slogan was literally born. With the birth of the culture came the logo too. It was created by the son of one of the founders, a 13-year-old boy named Mark Van Doren. The idea sparked when he made a stencil to paint on his skateboard. When his father saw what his son had done, he saw the potential of the creation and placed it on the heel of a shoe. Almost prophetically, this happened before the owner of the company decided to fully commit to making skate shoes. So on the first opening day, there were only 3 styles of sneakers available. They ranged in price from $2.49 to $4.99. To be completely honest, the boxes they put on the shelves were empty, so they only had to make the sizes that people ordered that day. Customers had to come back to the store in the afternoon to pick up their Vans. Despite this unorthodox approach, it worked remarkably well for the fledgling business, which over the next few years transformed from a simple shoe store into a burgeoning chain. By the late 1970s, 73 Vans locations had sprouted across California. The 1980s witnessed Vans enthusiasts embracing the universal design of the old school model. Its distinct panels rendered it a canvas for creativity, allowing wearers to express their individuality through customization of the sides, toe box, sole, and the iconic jazz stripe. This ability to treat footwear as an extension of one's personality became integral to the Vans brand identity. But it wasn't just about personality, you know? At its core, the shoe did have something to show off. Actually, the iconic Vans old school model has always been the brand's flagship design. For the first time, natural leather was used in its construction. Full-grain leather was crafted into a distinctive side strap, increasing the shoe's durability. Additionally, suede was sewn onto the front to protect the toes from the abrasions of skateboarding. The upper features straps for a secure fit and a split protective band for better board control. The rubber outsole boasts a new compound that enhances grip, while the Pop Cush insole provides extra cushioning and shock absorption. Exactly what the demand of an active lifestyle needs. The design continued to innovate a little more, and in 2012, they introduced waffle cup technology, combining durability, support, and grip. So Vans thoughtfully crafted the old school to be a versatile shoe suitable for skateboarding, urban exploration, and everyday wear. In fact, the heart of this vibrant brand lies in the House of Vans, Brooklyn, a space in New York where events are held and skateboarding is practiced. For those who want to delve deeper into this beautiful story, Harry N. Abrams wrote the book Vans Off the Wall, Stories of Soul from Vans Originals, which tells the stories of the many legendary musicians, artists, and athletes who have helped establish Vans as a symbol of California culture. Without a doubt, Vans is a unique brand. Time passed by, and the 1990s marked the beginning of a new era for Vans, as they embarked on their first collaboration with the iconic Supreme. Yep, that red brand that people were crazy about a few years ago. This paved the way for numerous creative partnerships with old-school collaborations featuring brands like Stussy, Toy Story, Tyler the Creator, and most recently, Peanuts. And these collaborations extended beyond fashion, encompassing skaters such as Anthony Van Engelen, the first to represent Vans' apparel collection, and legendary skater Christian Hosoi, who released a limited edition Hosoi Rising Sun Skate High. Chima Ferguson, Metallica, with each band member contributing a design, Disney, and the unforgettable Simpsons were among the many others who joined forces with Vans. But what ultimately made the old schools iconic was their presence in high fashion, thanks to collaborations with designers. In the early 2000s, special styles were created with Marc Jacobs, whose panels have always served as a great blank canvas. And more recently, names like Virgil Abloh of Off-White or brands like Dior Homme or Alex have used them for their runway shows. There are hundreds of versions in almost every color imaginable. Every celebrity has worn them at some point, but perhaps the key to their success is that their silhouette has never changed, and you can always find a black and white old school nearby. They work for skating and as a perfect fashion accessory for everyone, and besides looking good, they have exactly what fashion is looking for today: authenticity. Vans is something authentic that was there when no one else was. Luxury today is about telling stories, feeling that what we wear is real and not imposed. Vans fashionable 4 decades later, who would have thought? But do you know when a brand is really cemented? When it is real with its essence and its beginnings. That's why, true to its association with the sport, Vans opened its own skate park in 1998 in Orange County near a well-known shopping mall. A sports facility with indoor and outdoor tracks where hundreds of black sneakers dominate the nimble boards. Since then, Vans has been involved in international skate competitions, sports-related films, themed collections in partnership with other brands, and sports and music personalities. Men, women, boys, and girls around the world choose Vans for its sneakers, apparel, and accessories. Today's old school sneakers, which reference decades of their history, are reminiscent of those produced in the 70s. They use the fashionable colors of the time, vintage patterns, and even the original heel tab, designed by Van Doren. More and more people are turning to the classic black Vans that work with almost any style. With its timeless style and unbeatable authenticity, Vans' iconic old school silhouette continues to attract generations of nonconformists. It has become a lasting symbol of urban culture and personal expression, demonstrating that a simple dream can break boundaries and become an everlasting emblem of creative rebellion. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications for more content like this.